So the brief and the challenge is to have people look around, identify tangible visual effects of projects, to take pictures of them and to send them to us. So basically, find something artistic and combine that with something which is a bit of a straitjacket. Make sure that you have the EU flag and the big blue billboard on which is written on which the very different name and the very difficult name of the EU fund which funds it is being written. So try to combine that and you are a genial photographer. And we have had around 700 photos which were sent to us by hundreds of people from most member states in the EU. 700 of them, combining a flag, a billboard with an acronym, and something artistic, something which got to your heart. A very, very tough jury, comprising of 2 photographers and a social media expert, then studied carefully the 700 pictures and reached the decision after long deliberations. And 3 equal winners, no hierarchy involved, they all had the same number of points, were then declared as the big photographers of the EU in My Region competition. They were invited to Brussels, where they benefited from a photo workshop from the Brussels Photo Academy, which is here, thank you. And they were also invited to attend this week's European Week of Regions and Cities, which is our big event bringing to Brussels thousands of people from around the EU. And it is now my pleasure to present you the winners, who will have the task of explaining us what they meant and what that picture brought to their attention. I'm looking forward to the second one. Starting with the ladies, because there is no hierarchy in the quality of pictures. The winner of the first picture is Alia Kazavajeva from Bulgaria, who portrayed a renovation of central public spaces in Burgas, Bulgaria. Alia, what caught your attention and what did you want to represent? It's a very joyful picture to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. I'm really thankful to be here. So that's a really old playground in my home city, Burgas. Burgas is on the Black Sea coast. That's the Sea Garden, and that's a really, really old and famous playground. But it was abandoned. And after the funds of the European Union, now it looks like that, and it's one of the most famous ones in the whole Sea Garden. And all the children are really joyful to play there. There's a little lake over there, and it's really beautiful for me. And it's one of the symbols of the garden. That's why I picked this girl to play there and to catch it and shoot it. So in front of the site of the European Union, and I really like this playground.
Very nice, thank you very much, Alia. Very, very joyful pictures, and we have 2 young people there. For what I know, they could even be Erasmus babies. You know, this program of millions of young people traveling to study in other EU countries, which results in many joyful experiences. And this year we basically counted down to some 1 million Erasmus babies which were born following this exchange program in the European Union. Thank you very much, Alia. I hope to see you again at our photo competitions in the future, because I see big potential there. Well, second, I turn to this one. The winner of the second photo is Matthew Brown for portraying new roads and cycleways in West Wales and the Valleys, UK. Matthew, I'm very happy to see a picture from the UK here. I'm not sure about you, but I do feel a bit of melancholy and sadness there. Is it me? There's nobody there?
That's exactly what I'm going for. I must tell you, in entering this competition, I found it very difficult to even find the signs, which is perhaps a political commentary in itself on how Britain has mismanaged relationship with the EU, one might argue. I wanted to create something that that demonstrates what the UK and the EU have done together. And I think this is quite a positive example of that. This is a two-lane road in Wales, which it's in one of the poorer areas of the country, and it's led to a big economic redevelopment of the area. And what I wanted to capture was something that was quite forward-looking, despite current events. We can't mention that.
Yes, we can.
We can. Can I say?
Break.
Okay, great. Yes, I've rather felt that I've wanted to walk around Brussels with a badge saying I'm sorry. But yeah, this is one of the larger projects that's been funded in Wales, and you know, a lot of people pass this every day on their way to work, and I thought that it would be. It's both forward-looking and a little poignant at the same time.
It is. The roads are crossing, right? There is an intersection, but then they go different ways, right?
Correct.
Thank you very much. I see this photo pictures because I didn't want to finish on a sad tone. I wanted to finish on a more jovial tone and on a funnier one, not with the melancholy that Matthew brought to us. So the third winner of our photo competition this year is Dirk Hermsen from Sweden, who brought us a very exotic, beautiful, human, slightly surreal, all the more beautiful picture with the name Restoring Meadows and Improving Access for Citizens in Skurup, Sweden. Dirk, tell us the story of this beautiful picture.
Yes, first of all, thank you for having received this prize, and I was really pleased and astonished also. I am the one with the smallest sign, I guess.
But big symbolics behind it.
Yes, and we were cycling along a coastal road in the southern part of Sweden, Skåne, and Skåne is quite active in the European region, as a European region, you can say. So you can see quite a lot of examples of how funding helps to make the landscape more accessible.